Hello and welcome to Elizabeth Magical Garden, a magical garden reaching for the stars.
Hey guys, welcome back. Be sure to check out the show notes at the bottom of this recording because I usually have a lot of cute little tidbits along the way, and you also get to follow me on Instagram at Elizabeth Magical Garden. All the information will be down below.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth from Elizabeth Magical Garden, a magical garden region for the stars. Guys, welcome back to the podcast. This is going to be a light but short and sweet, not too short, but a light topic, pretty much on things that I have been mentioning to you guys. I mentioned about ageism so many times on my blog. I will not stop shouting about how ageism is such a negative prejudice on human beings living, going through life naturally. Like, what? Anyway, so what brought this particular topic on today is that if you hear noise, guys, you already know, but I wanted to give it to you guys hot off the press. One of the things that I experienced, I noticed it because of the way I carry myself, is the exhaustion of surprise when I allude to having a grown man's son or my age in any way because of the way I carry myself. And yes, genes does play a factor. Alongside that, I take good care of myself, guys. I make myself a priority, something that I feel like every human being should be doing, no matter what. And I'm going to touch more on that. I was waiting to pay, or in the middle of getting ready to pay, and this young lady that was aiding me, the cashier, she looked, I like to always do my best to greet whomever I'm around. I'm a type of person that loves to say good morning. I like to ask the person that is aiding me in any way, how are they doing? How's their day? Things like that. Ladies, how it is when we get together, we start to share. That's for the most part. Like, we have this beautiful spirit within our energy, which is goddess energy, that attracts each other regardless if we know each other or not. We will share on some level. Anyway, given the moment. So the moment was afoot, and she mentioned she only had one child. She said she don't have any kids. She has a child, like only one. So I said only. So she mentioned that usually when you say you have one, it's like I only have one. I don't have kids. So I said, okay, I understand where you're going with it, but the only got me stuck. So I looked at her and I said, but why the only? I got everything else. I said, wasn't it a lot of work? Isn't it a lot of work? So she mentioned her daughter was 9. I told her, I said, been there, did that. And I told her how old, like around how old my son was. And she looked at me and immediately started asking me, well, how old are you? Which, you know what? Call me old fashioned, but I don't think it's nice to ask a lady her age. But she was young and she may not come from that type of cloth, so I forgive her. And she really didn't mean any harm by it. And it has nothing to do with me being ashamed, because I have mentioned how old or I am for how many times on this podcast, but I just feel like I'm just the type of person. I am very I just think that you don't ask a lady her age. With that being said, she is smart because I did tell her around the age my son was, so she started doing the math and she was looking at me like, but wait. And she even mentioned that she was, I believe, I want to say either 30 or 24. I don't know. I don't know exactly how old. Excuse me. I don't know how old, but I do know that she was looking at me in almost like horror, surprisingly. And I told her, she said, but you look so young. I said, I am young. I am young. And then another young lady that was older than her, she laughed and I think she was like 40 something. And she said that her husband said she's very young. I said, rightfully so. And I looked at both of them. I said, I'm older than both of you guys. Of course, they were waiting for the tea, didn't give. And I left it at that because I had to go. But it just made me think about what does age look like? Like, what is this particular stamp and seal of how a person is supposed to look that drives a person when they don't appear as one tends to believe one should? And I just would like to kind of like make maybe like a short series on this particular topic. Like I mentioned on my blog, I do speak about different different scenarios when it comes to ageism. So be sure to check that out at Elizabeth Magical Garden. But also, what is it? What are the things that we are perpetrating within ourselves with unknowingly when it comes to aging or looking or having ageism or practicing ageism? Because I feel like a lot of times one of the reasons why this is such a heavy topic is because I feel like we all play a part in this particular role, whether we know it or not. I know for myself, I noticed it when I decided to stop coloring my hair for myself because I I never thought on a level that I never was forced to think on a level that I started thinking on when I made that decision. So it was natural that I would have to question some of my own personal beliefs. And I too had to break down barriers, which I'm still working on to this day. So I just want to make this short but sweet episode to let you ponder or to ask you to ponder on to ask you to ponder on your part, if you play a part, or if you're playing a part, and if you are not playing a part, what what is the part that you think people are playing that is perpetuating this thought process? Guys, love you so much. Be sure to check all the links down below, as well as sign up to the YouTube channel at Elizabeth Magical Podcast. Guys, stay blessed, stay in peace, and stay empowered. Peace.
Hey guys, leave a comment, a review, preferably 5 stars. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram because what is popping over there? And also check out my YouTube channel to stay connected and see your girl's lovely face. Guys, I love you so much. Keep on pushing, and I'll definitely speak to you soon. Be blessed.